Hey there YouTube, this is M53 on the channel, giving you guys another deck profile for Deck Week. You guys been showing a lot of support for the channel and for all the decks and everything. I just want to say thank you for it. It's a big motivation booster and shit, just to kind of get you guys more and more deck profiles as I can get done. So yeah, let's get right into it. This is my Battlin Boxer deck profile, and it's pretty much the same as the last time. It's just really a level 4 engine for the Warrior Disease, but yeah. I run the triple headgeared. I think he's pretty much what you need because they do a lot of shit from the graveyard. I'm not saying like that's a bad thing, but sometimes it doesn't always work out as much as you want because a lot of people like to, go for like an instant combo like headgears and then glassjaw. The way wait you can't get hit glassjaw back or anything. So some people do a lot of misplays for no reason with this deck, and headgeared I think is pretty much the reason for it. But the good combo with headgeared is, of course, headgeared with switch hitter, because pretty much headgeared, you send him when you're bound boxers to the graveyard, and then switch hitter, when he gets normal summon, can bring him back, and you can just go for the instant Z like turn 2 or however. Or you can just pretty much just send Counterpunch, which Counterpunch is just so amazing. You can do it from the hand or graveyard, and then you can normal summon headgeared's effect, send Counterpunch to the graveyard. Headgeared attacks or is attacked, you banish Counterpunch, and then you have a 2000 beat stick, and it's pretty awesome. I really enjoyed that combo like a lot. Because no one really expects that. No one goes, wait, you're going to put a Counterpunch to the graveyard? Why would you do that? Because I can activate from the graveyard. I run the 2 Glassjaw. 3 is just too cloggy for me. I really don't think that there's any real meaning for him to be ever on the field except for an Xyz summon. Because if he gets attacked, he automatically destroys himself, which of course allows him to do his effect. But beyond that, I mean, he's not really useful. He's just basically effect fodder or Xyz fodder. Speaking of Xyz fodder, Spar, I only run the 2. I did run 3 at one point because he is an amazing card to me. Basically, if you already summoned a Bounding Boxer monster, you can special summon him on your side of the field, but you cannot conduct your battle phase. And to me, that's just so good because you can pretty much, like, if someone is hitting you with, like, Kaiser or something, or just something that kind of is locking you down, you can't attack anyways, just go ahead, just, someone special summon, overlay for Yoke, and it just, why not? I run the 1 blaster because you might as well. Blaster is very effective, allows you to pop problematic cards, and you can also put like yet again, freaking I can get it. Counterpunch to the graveyard, discard counterpunch and blaster, pop a card, then of course counterpunches in the graveyard, and your opponent's not going to really look for counterpunch in the graveyard. He's going to expect it from your hand. Then of course you just go damage step, banish. So, I run the 2 Blue Flame Swordsman. He's a great card. Basically, his effects are, if you don't know his effects are basically, once per turn, he can lose 600 to make another warrior type monster you control gain 600, and it's permanent. So, if you, like, if Yoke's actually having a hard time getting over a card or something, you can just give him a little boost, and you can actually do it multiple times, basically until Blue Flame Swordsman goes to 0. So basically, you can do like 3 times, unless you do like another equip card effect, which I don't think would be very smart to. But anyways, also if he gets destroyed by battle or by card effects, you can grab one of your level 4 or one of your 4 fire warrior monsters from your graveyard and then special summon it. I don't think you can do himself. Actually, yeah, you can do himself. So basically, if you have 2, if you have one in the field and one in the graveyard, you can actually, just put them in defense, and one gets destroyed. One in the graveyard and one gets destroyed. So you destroy, destroy, special, infinite loop. Or you can just search out anyone else you want. I do the 2 Blue Mountain Butterfly because honestly, like, it's pretty much the Kage Tokage for warriors, which I prefer this card over Kage Tokage, just because I like warriors. And it allows you to go for like instant Excalibur, instant Blade Armor, and so on and so forth. So. And the last card, but not least, is of course Goblinberg, because yet again you want to go for those rank 4 Xyz, and you want to do them fast. Just overwhelm your opponent with power and freaking multi-attacks. For Magics, one Book of Moon, one Dark Hole, one Rhoda, pretty much staples. I think triple MST is actually pretty much what you want to be, because there's not a lot of back row hate in this deck, and there's so much back row you're gonna have to deal with, and it's just, I mean, you can only use uh, Blast's effects so many times without it, becoming a problem for you. So MST will help. Then, of course, the two Magnum Shield. I would run 3 if I had the room, but right now I don't, and I want to try to find some more room. Maybe take out Book of Moon, maybe. Basically, for those that do not know what Magnum Shield does, basically, when you put this to a warrior monster, um, let's go for Spar. When Spar is equipped, when he's in attack mode, he gains his defense, and when he's in defense, he gains his attack. So basically, he has a constant stat of 26, either attack or defense. So it's pretty beneficial. This card is especially amazing with your extra deck people. Yoke, freaking Kusunagi's great. So, and of course, Bind Box and Spirits, which a lot of people say they don't like this card anymore, and I'm just saying you guys are ridiculous. So what? You might lose a Magic or Trap card. That's not that big of a deal. I mean, if your game comes down to the top card of your deck, you are having a shitty game. I'm sorry. It's not meant to be like that. It's basically you send the top card from your deck to the graveyard, special summon a monster. So, you know, it's a free monster reborn in my opinion. For traps, we have the two Waboku. Mirror Force would be much more preferred, but Waboku still saves my ass when needed, and also saves me from using Yoke's effects if there's a guy or if there's a card that negates monster effects. So, it's beneficial. Double Fiendish Chain, because monster effects are annoying, and also when people attack, you can, just stop their attack and get shit's done. Two Dark Bribes, just for yet again problematic face downs. Like mostly trap staples such as triple threat or even the quattro threat. Psalms, torrential, compulse, bottomless, and of course I run the triple threat. I don't have a extra psalm, but so sue me. Let's see for extra deck, which extra deck's pretty simple. It's pretty cheap. I think you pretty much get every card rather easily, maybe except for the yokes, which of course you run the 3 yokes because you want to get yoke out and you want to hit as hard as you can, because yoke is pretty much unstoppable when it comes to being destroyed. If it gets banished, you're kind of screwed. If his effects ever get negated, you're kind of screwed. But it's awesome. I run the 2 Excalibur because Excalibur is a great card to get over problematic cards. Like if you have a guy that's trying, just beefing up his attack, Fire Fist especially, in my opinion. I mean, a lot of people don't like Excalibur because it takes 2 units, and I'm like, okay, it only takes 2 guys to get him to 4,000. Yes, his effects can be negated. Yes, you can do a lot of shit with him, and yes, he becomes 2,000 after your opponent's next end phase. But that's your whole turn, and then their whole turn that he's still at 4,000, so might as well run it. 2 Blade Armors, just where you can do the multi-attack, which you're going to want to, because there's a lot of decks that like to spam, but, but they're turning, like, they were going from, spamming a lot to basically go for an instant, Quasar or some other kind of Z, but, a lot of people are kind of learning not to do that anymore, where you don't have to deal with Solemn, you have to deal with Bottomless Compulse, so on and so forth. So, pretty much, Blade Armor allows you to do the multi-attack, where you can get rid of a lot of, field bluff. And the last card I run for the extra deck is Kusanagi. Kusanagi, I love this card. He's not the easiest guy to bring out, but he's amazing. He takes 3 level 4 monsters, and once per turn, during either player's turn, if a trap card gets activated, you can detach one exit material and negate it. The only trap cards he cannot negate is counter trap cards, obviously because of spell speed. But I mean, Fiendish Chain doesn't affect him. Your Force doesn't affect him. Bottomless, um, Compulse, Torrential, he stops it all. It's just as long as it's not a counter trap card, he can deal with it, and it's amazing. I really love this card. And a lot of people are actually starting to stray away from counter traps, which is kind of weird. It just seems like that's the trend for me, and a lot of other duelists. So, Alright, that's pretty much the deck. Please comment, like, subscribe. Tell me what you guys think. I love when you guys put down your opinions, maybe a little tech idea, and I always try to see if I can incorporate that into my next deck profile. Also down below in the description there'll be 2 links. One link will be to the Dual Strong Facebook page, the other link will be me on Twitter. Please check them out. And as always, thanks for watching.